Welcome back to Reader Street, boys and girls. Mr. Carter here with you once again with another great tip. Today, we're going to be working on a vehicle, which another thing is reading. Reading is fundamental. You got to read. You may have to fix something on a vehicle one day. We're having an issue with AC in this vehicle right here. So, by reading a book, it tells me to go out and get this R134. It's refrigerant that you need to put in your vehicle. Perhaps the vehicle has a leak. Maybe it's just low on refrigerant and it's not getting to the condenser where it's got to be able to run that extra belt to have the air conditioning compressor to kick in. So that's what we have experienced the problem. So we're going to see if this fixes the problem. I've read about it, and if you ever have to do something with this, read about it. It will help you. Where you may not have to go to a mechanic for every single fix or every single problem that you experience with a vehicle. So I'm out here today. So if you're with dad, mom, or whatever, and they got to say, hey, air's not working in the car, it's so hot. You know how to fix it for them. How about that? So anyway, I got this here. So this can has a screw top on it. So you can't put it in there just like this on the inside of your vehicle. So you have to have a mechanism, a tool for this. So I've done this already. So I learned to go get a tool. I keep the tool in here. So this is a tool right here, where this here, and it also tells you your temperature gauges on here. So it knows whether it's low, being filled, but you don't want to go into the red where you overfill it. So this teaches you from not having to overfill where you put too much Freon. A vehicle may take one can, this may be all it needs. It may need 2 cans, but we're just going to do 1 can today, and I think that would probably do the trick. At least I hope. That's what I read. So anyway, we got the can here. And we're going to go over to the car. We got to pop the hood. So you got this hood switch here. Down the bottom, most cars use at the bottom, it's got a hood switch. It has a little image of a hood piece with a car or a truck or whatever. So you pop that right there, that'll release the hood latch. As you're doing this AC, you're going to have to turn the vehicle on. Alrighty, so as the vehicle's on, you're going to need to put your air on high. Have your AC on. As you can see, it's blowing, but she's blowing warm right now. So there's nothing but warm air coming in here. Got it all the way, get your temperature all the way down low. Put it on the vents going forward. You don't need to put it on the floor or defrost or anything like that. Have it coming straight out the vents. So the vents are coming on, have them all open. Keep that running. I'll crack a window. You just never know. You don't want to lock yourself out or press a button or something like that. So you see, caution, you always leave window crack as you're working on the vehicle. So now we go up to the front. Pop that hood there. And this is a hybrid vehicle, so it looks a little different from other vehicles because it has a hybrid battery. It runs off a battery and it runs off a gasoline motor. So you have a choice of 2. So that's a little different where you might see something different. But most vehicles are all usually about the same with the air conditioning part. Now, see here, you have a H over here. So you have a valve. And this is where that radiated fluid runs through for your vehicle. So you don't want to put it on this. Now, that's a screw off top here. You don't want to put it on that. That's going to be H. There's always going to be usually a blue cap or it's going to say L on it, low. Now, I have lost the cap on here because I have done this before. So forgive me for that. But that's the cap where this is a low valve. So if you're missing the cap like I'm on mine right here, then you know, okay, that's the H over there for high. So this is going to be for low. That's gray. This should have been blue. So now we know. And also you can follow the tubing of where is it going to, where is it leading as well. So most of the time it would be closer to, this is another reservoir here, which is where you would refill your antifreeze and stuff like that. So it would be closer to that reservoir a lot of times as well. Also, this is another secondary reservoir as well, but this is usually your overflow right here. So this has a little clamp like this, so you're gonna make sure you get it on there real good, a good seal. Make sure it clamps on there, down there, so you can't lift it back out unless you pull that piece out. So now that we got it on there, we're looking at our gauge. Now we're gonna hold it like that, or you can hold it straight up, it doesn't matter. Well, we're gonna press it down. Now we don't see nothing leaking out of it, so you wanna make sure. Now if you see something start leaking, it'll start getting cold real fast and it'll freeze up on you. So if you got a leak, stop what you're doing. Turn this off, get yourself, and you should have gloves on. Forgive me for not having gloves on, but anytime you're working near the motor, or something like this, you want to have something to protect your hands. So as we can see how that valve is moving right there? See how it's going past the yellow. It's getting into that green where it's filled. And you also feel this can, you can feel the Freon going in where this can is getting cold. You can feel it getting cold in the can. And then also, you can always feel that, say you have this pipe right here where this is running, you feel that pipe getting cold, so you know something's going in there. So you know it's the fluid's running through there, the refrigerant's running in. So I think we're about almost there. The can gets kind of light, so sometimes you may not be able to feel it, but you sometimes can listen a little bit. So now it's in that green. It's pretty much almost filled, I believe. So we're going to wait a couple more seconds to make sure I'm getting all out of the can, because these cans of Freon are not cheap anymore. So you'll find some, 12, 15, and so on and on. The bigger the can, the higher the price is. And see how that kicks in? Yeah, that's your compressor kicking in now. It runs off a belt. So it has a secondary belt right here, you'll see down there, where that compressor will kick in. Now you hear it running. So now you know that AC should have kicked in. All right, so I think we should be good now. So we're gonna let go of that button there. We're gonna slowly release off of that. And then we'll take this off, and this is pretty much trash now. Make sure you recycle that or trash and put it in the right disposable type of thing. So now let's go inside and let's check to make sure we got some cold air here. Let's see what we're feeling like now, because it was hot. And oh yeah, you can feel it now. Now that's what I'm talking about. See, it's all about reading. If I didn't read about this, I would not know how to do this. But I got a book from the library, said, okay, I got to fix a problem with AC. You may can find some things on YouTube, but sometimes you want to learn it on your own instead of watching somebody sometime. But read it on your own. Now I'm showing you just like a YouTube video here too. Not to say you can't watch this video and learn from it, but always have that book, so that way you can always go back if you say, oh, I missed this step, or, but you always have that in your possession. So always read, because reading is knowledge, and it'll get you a lot farther in this world. So, as you can see, easy fix. Bought a can, bought a tool, found out where it was located at, got it pumped in there. We're riding cool now. Thanks for listening. Can't wait to read to you soon.